Red Voyage News, splash on the check-in. Thank you for tuning in. Right before I get into this article right here, I want to take this time out to promote my Buy Me a Coffee page. Link is in the description box below. It's similar to Patreon. If you want to make a donation to this channel, you don't have to sign up to become a member. You could just click the link in the description box below and make a small donation if you enjoy the channel, if you want to support the channel. $1, $5, $10, it's up to you. If you're curious to know what life is like living abroad, living in other countries, how foreigners are treated abroad, then you can become a member and watch my videos on Buy Me a Coffee. Link is in the description box below. Let's get into it. So Sha'Carri Richardson will miss Tokyo Olympics after not making relay team. So she was suspended for 30 days. And up until those 30 days, she was still, it was right before the Olympics would start. So it was just in time that after the suspension, she would have been able to join the team and compete in the Summer Olympics in Tokyo. But news just came in that she didn't make the team. She got cut. All right. She's not going to be able to compete. You know, obviously that's something that she's passionate about, as you can see, you know, being one of the fastest women on earth right now. I mean, her buzz is strong. She has a huge following, a big buzz behind her. She's on, you know, the majority of these news outlets out here, the media news outlets. I mean, her name is ringing bells right now. So I'm going to talk about both sides of the coin. Right now, doing what she's passionate about, she'll have to wait 4 years. But other than that, she doesn't need the Olympics to market her brand. She doesn't need the Olympics. And, you know, Nike said they were in support of her, but at the same time right now, she doesn't even need Nike. In my opinion, she needs to start a YouTube channel. I don't know how many followers she has on Instagram. I looked at it a couple of days ago. Let me check. Okay, so she has 2 million followers on Instagram. All right. 2 million followers on Instagram. So with 2 million people that have eyes on your Instagram page and have them, I mean, if she has a Twitter, whatever, you have 2 million eyes watching you right now. This is a great time to come up with a product and promote it to people on your page. This is a great time to start a YouTube channel. Really, she doesn't need the Olympics, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure this will crush her because you are not able to compete in something that you're passionate about. It's not about the money. It's not about the products. It's not about promoting to 2 million followers that you have on your page. It's about doing what you love, and I understand that. And this is the flip side of the coin that I want to talk about. You chose to smoke marijuana. And I know that she said her reasoning for smoking marijuana was because her mother had passed away. And in order to cope with the pain, in order to cope with the loss of her mother, she turned to marijuana. And people can understand that. And I understand because there are a lot of there are a lot of states in the United States of America right now where smoking marijuana, you could do that recreationally. It's for recreational use, and for other states, it's medicinal. You just go into the doctor, get a card, then you go to the dispensary, and you can smoke all the weed that you want. According to certain states, you have to buy a certain amount. And in other states, it's not legal, but it's been decriminalized. So, you know, at most, if you're caught with a certain amount, then you get like $100 fine, like a slap on the wrist for the most part. But, you know, the Olympics, they have their own set of rules as well. And knowing this, the best thing that she could have done in order to cope with the pain and the loss of her mother is to get therapy. I don't think your mother would have wanted you to go out like this. Compete first, smoke later, smoke after the Olympics is over. You know, I don't know why people put weed, you know, before their career. But at the same time, there's some blurred lines within, the marijuana laws, the marijuana rules. There are states where weed has been legalized, but, if a company wants to hire you, they might hit you with a drug test. And if they find marijuana in your system, you might not be able to get the job. Or if you're on the job and they want to drug test you and you have marijuana in your system, you could lose your job and possibly be under a lawsuit. So these marijuana laws within the United States of America, I mean, they're just all over the place, and there's some blurred lines within the marijuana laws. But since the Olympics is on an international level, then they have their own set of rules. And if testing positive for marijuana is a part of those rules to where you can't compete if you're tested positive for marijuana, then it's just best to stay off of it until the Olympics is done. Smoke all the weed you want after the Olympics is over. You can't use the "well, I live in America" excuse behind that, because the state of Texas, weed is still illegal. But still, you can go to neighboring states. It's not like she's just only training in Texas. I mean, she could train anywhere where weed is legal in the United States. So that, that's besides the point. But her name alone, if you're thinking in terms of marketing and business, her name alone is bigger than the Olympics right now. Every year in the Olympics, like if you just casually watch what's going on in the Olympics, I mean, there's only a handful of names that you remember every 4 years after the Olympics is over. And usually it's the black track runners. You don't remember the swimmers who got a gold medal. Of course, their family, friends, the people from the country, they remember. But in general, the people that you only remember are the black track runners from the Olympics. You don't remember the rowers. You don't remember the divers, the swimmers. You don't remember the javelin throwers. All you remember is, damn, that motherfucker was fast as shit. That's all you remember about the Olympics. So her name is bigger than the Olympics right now. I hope when she's able to heal, that she'll be able to rebrand herself. This is a perfect time to go out west and come up with her own strain of marijuana. Perfect time. All right. I hope to see more of her in the future. She has 2 million eyes on her Instagram page alone. She has a lot of support. So I hope to see big things coming from her in the future. All right. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video, donate to the Buy Me a Coffee page, link in the description box below. I'm over and I'm out. Peace.